Guys, it's Mary with Big on Books. Welcome back to another video. Yay, so excited. So today I am going to be doing actually a book tag, not a book tag, but I'm actually going to be doing a tag video, which I haven't done in, I feel like, forever. So I'm really excited to get back into this. If you guys don't really know my channel that much or haven't really picked up on it whenever I've been gone for a while and either haven't read or don't have a good idea, I just go to the newest tag. I'm just like, okay, so I'm just gonna do this really quick, easy tag to get back into it, which I think is a nice way to do it. Some other people might, but for me it's just quick, easy. I don't have to think of anything, how to word anything really, except for which books or answers do I pick for this. Then if it's really easy. So today we're going to be doing the Booktube Backstage Tag by Rainier Books. So it's all about TV and our media and how we work in Booktube. So the first question is, what camera do you use for your videos? So I just I kind of use two cameras. When I first started out, I used QuickTime on my computer because I didn't have a actual video camera or really anything besides that, besides my iPhone, and I don't have a lot of space on my iPhone, so I was just like, I'm just gonna use QuickTime. A lot of people say it's just really easy, and QuickTime, I have used it before, so it was really easy, and that's before I got my camera. But even now, if I just have a video I just quickly want to do, don't have time to set up or anything, or just had a great idea or camp on my camera, I'll just use QuickTime. Those are usually the videos that you find that don't have as high quality as my camera. My camera I'm currently using right now, because I actually planned this video, is just a Sony handheld kind of camera. It's I don't know, 60 times zoom. There's 9.2 megapixels or whatever. I'm not good on specifics, okay? I just know it's a Sony handheld camera that'll work well with YouTube videos. I am very easy and quick. Well, not quick, because I was debating between this camera and another camera, but they were very similar. And there was only a few minor differences, and one of them was price. Which is kind of a major difference. But it works well, and that's all I can say. So that's all I can say on what kind of camera I use. So number 2 is, speaking about filming and being your own director, do you have a favorite film director? I don't. I am more of a genre movie person, love rom-coms or comedies, and so those aren't, well, directors do have their own different kind of spins on those genres, and some do venture into other genres. I don't really have a favorite director. I have favorite actors and actresses and singers, and I have people in front of the camera that I really love. Behind the camera, I mean, I see a lot of people working on the same stuff. I don't know. I'm really into, I don't know. By probably everybody, I'm really not going to be liked for this, but I like what Zack Snyder has done with the DC universe. Because I like how it's a little bit darker than what Marvel does, especially at the beginning, which is all of their kind of stuff was kind of goofy and funny and silly, and DC kind of has that darker mode where you're just okay, well, we have Marvel that's light on one side, Infinity War, and I don't even watch Marvel that much, but DC movies, I'm just okay, these are dark, these are a little bit better, well, not better, but like, because people consider them worse. But I just like the way he handles the movies, in terms of like character. I don't necessarily have a favorite director, so that kind of doesn't answer the question. But yeah, I think it's possible to enjoy something without having it be your favorite thing ever. So I could say I like Jurassic Park. I barely remember Jurassic Park, but that isn't necessarily going to mean I'm going to love every single movie the director puts out there. I liked Titanic. I'm not a huge fan of Avatar. So, and I'm talking about the movie Avatar, not the Last Airbender TV show. I haven't seen the movie on that. But I don't necessarily think that even if you like a specific person, you're going to have to watch all of their content, or even if you don't want to watch all of their content. So number 3 is, what microphone do you use and what program do you use to edit your videos? So I don't use a microphone. I probably should. I don't use a microphone. I am very, very like minimal in what I use. Like for the longest time, it was just QuickTime and iMovie, and then I got my camera, and it was iMovie and QuickTime/camera. And now I have a camera and a light, and I have my editing, which actually is still iMovie after all of these years, because it is like on my computer. It is right there. It came with my computer. It is free. I don't have to pay for it. And I don't put out as much content as I expected when I first started Booktube. And even when I've continued with Booktube, whether it was sporadically or like tons of videos out per time, which I really hate my schedule, but it is what it is at this point. I'm trying to get back on schedule. My schedule is just terrible. But I find iMovie, while not the best to use, because I can't do that many like great things on it, I find it quick and easy because I have used it for like well over a decade, almost 2 decades. So because I used it so much in school, it transferred over to when I did YouTube, and it was already on my computer, and I didn't have to pay for additional editing software. So that is quick and easy for me. I am a very quick and easy person. Number 4 is, do you remember the first record you bought or received as a gift? Oh my gosh, I hate this question so much, because here's the thing. I remember getting Jesse McCartney's Beautiful Soul CD when I was about 10 or 11, so about around 2004. So I remember getting that. But I also remember having the early 2000s CD of, I think it was Avril Lavigne's first CD, and I forget what it's titled, but it had like Complicated and Skater Boy and Things I'll Never Say, and Skater Boy was like constantly on. Like I was too young to sit in the front seat of the car, so I would just like put my dad and my sister through hell, just having my dad replay Skater Boy over and over again until somebody like said, okay, we have to go to a different song. Still love that song. That's great. But then I also remember getting like Disney's 2 volumes of Disney's Greatest. So it was like a purple mouse. So like if you are old enough and remember, I know they still do this, but on Disney, but it's like a different logo. They used to do this like draw the mouse thing, and so they had those on the CDs, and one was purple and the other was green, and I think there was like a red one, but we didn't have that. So we only had like volume 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 or whatever it was. But it was like Disney's greatest hits, about like all the greatest Disney songs that Disney thought they were great. So honestly, I don't remember which order I got those in. I could not tell you, especially when Metamorphosis, I think, whatever Hilary Duff's first album was, I cannot tell you because I can honestly not remember. So it's somewhere in that bunch. The 5th question is, how do you prepare for your videos? Talking points, a detailed script, or just talking? So I usually try and decide what day to do, and if that doesn't work, try a different day. I set up my camera, I set up my ring light, if I need to, I set up my computer for some reason if I'm not using my camera, or like I just recently got my ring light, so I just like usually used to just set up my camera. I usually try and find wherever I'm like wherever I'm filming. So like sometimes it'll be upstairs in my room, sometimes it'll be in the dining room, sometimes it'll be down here. And if you've watched previous videos, I've stood actually in front of the shelf, but then we rearranged everything in my basement. And so now I have to sit on a couch, which is so much comfier. But like you can't see really my books anymore. You can see like the little trinkets, like the Doctor Who thing I have over here, and like all of my pops. So there's that, but that is my setup. But in regards to talking points and stuff, yes, I have things I want to talk about. Yes, it changes as the video goes on. Yes, it changes right before. I don't really like scripting because I know I'll go off script. I've tried scripting before. It doesn't really work. I'm somebody who just kind of likes to wing it. So that is my kind of thing. Even if it's like a book review, sometimes I'll wing it, sometimes I'll write things out. So I do have talking points I like to think about, but at the same time, a lot of my stuff is just winging it, which probably isn't the best idea, but I mean, it's worked for me so far. Maybe it'll change in the future though. So number 6 is, TV shows have become the thing of our time. Yes, it has. Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, Netflix, HBO, and Amazon. So many streaming services. What is / are your favorite TV shows ever? Name a maximum of 3. So Glee is definitely number 1. No questions asked. It has its problems. It does. It had boring parts. It definitely had episodes that were not good. It did not handle topics well. However, I come from a very musical, like, I don't want to say childhood growing up, but I was in a few community theater musicals. I was not in dance, but I did do choir for 8 years and voice lessons for 4. So, and those really started around the times around the time Glee came out. And I was taking piano, and so later on, after I moved out, like into college, I started playing guitar, and have lessons back at home. But like Glee was kind of always there. It's on Netflix. It's kind of always there now for me to be like, okay, so I'm just going to put on the first episode of Glee. I think I have like all 6 seasons on DVD, which is great if I ever want to watch it, but it's on Netflix. But I just find that even if it's a problematic show, such warm and comforting, so familiar. The second one I would have to say is actually an anime called Ouran High School Host Club. Yes, it's a long title. If you write it out, it's very long. I only recently got into anime in the past few years, as I've told you guys. So this is basically kind of a new thing. But even though it's one season and even though it's anime, I still love it so much. It is hilarious. It is so great. And I think it is right up there with Kaguya-sama Love is War in anime, and Sword Art Online. So slash those three together, even though Sword Art Online is on pause for right now. They're doing like a movie series of an alternate universe kind of thing. Because the guy hasn't finished the light novels yet, and Kaguya-sama is still going on. But Oran has finished in terms of manga slash light novel, which it isn't. Sword Art Online is, and it's finished in manga and it's finished in anime, and I really love it. It's so hilarious. I would definitely recommend watching it. It's on Netflix. It's on Hulu. It is Funimation, I believe it is, which is an anime streaming service. And number 3, I can't really think of. I'm like, I can't really think of a third one because I want to like say Sword Art Online, but I don't know. And then yeah, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist maybe? I got into that from the first episode, but I really love it. Like hearing just somebody's random thoughts and hearing people like randomly burst, or seeing people randomly burst into song and dance, that would be my greatest dream. Can I please have that? Can I please have that? Yeah, so those are my 3 favorite ones. And then 7 is, what kind of booktube videos do you prefer to watch and why? Reviews, wrap-ups, vlogs, book hauls, tag videos, or ... I like tag videos a lot because they're quick, easy, sometimes really short, where book hauls and reviews can sometimes, even mine, get really long because I talk a lot. Like, tags can be like 5-7 minutes, and some book hauls can go towards 30 plus. Though I also do like bookshelf tours too, which just to see what kind of books people have. However, those tend to be very long. So if my brain can focus for an hour plus, I like those. But then reviews, also like to see what my favorite people like to say about a book I'm possibly going to read. So if I had to choose some, I'd probably choose reviews or tag videos. And number 8 is watching TV was probably a part of all of our childhoods. These years it has become less popular. What kind of media user are you? So I go a lot on social media. I try to push everything as much as I can, plus a lot of volunteer work I do regarding books is through social media. So I really have to be on top of social media and what's going on. I watch a lot of TV and movies. It's hard for me to kind of pick a TV show sometimes. Like I was having trouble with picking a third TV show, and I picked one that I am currently watching, which is a great show. I love the show. I know I've missed at least one episode, which is unfortunate. But, yeah. But I love playing video games, too. So that's a form of media. And I also, obviously, I read books. That's a form of media, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I don't really read the newspaper, though. Like, if there's a story that somebody thinks I'll find interesting or relates to me, it'll be just like, oh, yeah, okay, Like, I'll read that, but I don't go out of my way to read the newspaper. If I want my news, I'll look at it online or I'll watch the news. And I think that's it. I think I consume most, if not all, forms of media. Music, audiobooks, form of media. So yeah, unfortunately I consume a lot of media. Not that that isn't a bad thing, but I would just like to be off social media a little bit more. Unfortunately, sometimes that can't happen. Unfortunately, like when smaller booktubers are trying to become bigger and grab subscribers and book blogs too, I now have a blog. So I'll put a link in the description and go ahead and check it out. But like we have to kind of push ourselves out there. We have to not force, but we kind of have to keep saying, watch this video, watch this video, watch this video, like on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, like your friends, if you're in something like I'm in a podcast, you plug the crap out of that channel or out of that blog or out of whatever to try to get as many subscribers as you can. Some people do try to make this as a living. I don't know. I think the percentage of that is small, but okay. Yeah, you have to plug it really hard on social media, and I don't think a lot of people realize how long and hard it takes for some people to grab your attention or for you to grab people's attention. So you kind of have to do that all over. And then TV shows and video games and movies are just a way for me to relax and unwind and be like, okay, you know what? I just want to like play Stardew Valley for like an hour. So there's all of that, and obviously reading a book. So I think that I do consume a lot of media, but I'm going to try to cut back on that if I can. And so that was the tag. So hopefully this will continue on with my book videos. Again, I have a blog, so I'm juggling that and this and work and 10 other things at the same time. So hopefully I'll get a new video within the next few weeks. I'm reading a book called Romanoff by Nadine Brandes. So I'm really excited because I've always been interested in the Romanoff legacy, and it's actually on my 2021 TBR. So I picked that right up. So I will see you guys with another video later. Bye.